getting ready to plant some seed tape, so I've made little places where I'm going to plant them. Quite little trenches. Over here I have those purple potatoes. I have all these different kinds here. I don't think this will be enough to take up all of that garden bed, but I went ahead and just made little spots anyway. Maybe I'll plant some seeds or just have it there. But I'm going to do radishes, lettuce, spinach. Go ahead and bring these out and show you what all I have here and plant some. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay them out, unroll them, wet them down, and then I have this light potting mix that I'm just going to sprinkle on top and then wet it again because I don't want to put too much of this heavier soil on top of them because some of them are really, really small seeds. This is first right here because I'll probably harvest these first. So the 2 radishes and lettuce near the edge here, since I'll be accessing those probably the most enough first. I have them all laid out. I'm going to go ahead and get them wet and cover them up real quick before they blow away. You see the wind is really blowing them around, so. Get them wet there so they don't go anywhere. Really good. And then I'm going to sprinkle that soil there on top. There we go. I'm just going to take this and sprinkle it all over to cover it. And then I'm going to spray it again. I could gather up some of that and make sure it's nice and fine, like over here it looks pretty fine, and then use that to cover it, but this is just easier for me. And I have this bag to use, so whatever. You do want to make sure you have most of it covered, otherwise the birds will come along and rip it up, and the animals and things, just out of curiosity, or they might think it's a worm or something they can build a nest with or something. So I want to make sure it's nice and wet so that it dissolves. They don't get to do that and then cover it up, otherwise they will be ripping it up. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it all up and then I'll wet it. Okay, see, those are all nice and covered up. Then I'm going to do some carrots and some beets, and then some lettuce and green onions. And then I'll cover them all up like this. I might use some more of this soil here just for some of it, just to save some of this old potting soil, but this has been reused like twice, so yeah. But I'm going to do carrots next, since I'll be accessing the radishes, and then the carrots and beets can be toward the middle, and then toward the other end I can have the lettuce and stuff so I can access it. But I'm going to go ahead and do all that. I have all my carrots down. It's a lot more than I thought. And I'm going to wet them before they blow away, and then cover them with a little layer of soil. You see now it's nice and wet. It's not going anywhere. And my carrots are now in nice rows that are evenly spaced, a lot easier than doing like this and then having to thin them all because I'm too lazy for all that work. Plus they gave me something to do this winter. So I'm going to go ahead and cover all those up. It's all covered though. I'm going to save some of this dry soil here because I used up all that. I'm going to do beets. And I might have enough room here left to do lettuce and spinach. Probably not, so I'm probably going to do them over here in that bed back there. There. That's all there is to it. Just wet it real good. That way it's pretty much dissolved. That way if anything comes along and tries to see a little piece and pull on it, it'll just tear it and rip it out. And it's pretty much all dissolved now to the point where the seeds should start germinating soon. Especially because it's going to rain tonight and tomorrow. That makes it a lot easier than the other way, and I don't have to worry about the seeds washing away or anything either.